Hello from the capital of Wales. We're about to witness a carnival of running of the highest order, from Olympians and record breakers to those in search of pride and personal bests. Welcome to the Lloyds TSB Cardiff Half Marathon. With a record 18,000 runners, the event is now one of the biggest half marathons in the world. And together with the spectators, we have more than enough people to fill the entire Millennium Stadium. And we'll be aiming to make as much noise. There is something quite unique about Cardiff with its grand slams and its grand architecture. It's a place rich in culture and sporting heritage. This city by the sea is one of the most spectacular in the UK, and its half marathon takes in its most iconic landmarks. Not only that, the race route is flat and fast, which means everyone from world-class runners at the front to those a bit further back has a chance of setting a great time. Although having laid on that quick course, no one can run it for you. And once that gun goes, it's down to the legs, lungs and spirit of those taking part. Let's join your race commentator Rob Walker for a look at what those 18,000 runners will be facing on this most capital of courses.
What a stunning setting this is for 13.1 miles. Over the Taff, past the Millennium Stadium, out past Cardiff City's ground, before going past Grangetown, down Penarth Road and out towards the Cardiff Bay Barrage. A new course this year, we will see a new record. That's the Penarth Marina. Out over the barrage, it's around about the 5 mile point before they start to turn for home, and there are all sorts of sights to give these runners inspiration. The Norwegian Church, the National Assembly building, all the way up Lloyd George Avenue before snaking their way through a residential area and heading out to Roath Park, where they'll do a lap of the lake before starting to think about that finish line photo and the medal. A cracking course, and we could be in for some fast times.
Cardiff is a city full of colourful characters, and quite a few of them are here this morning. Now, 13.1 miles is no walk in the park, and I'm going to be out on the course to find out whether spirits are high from start to finish.
Beautiful sight of Cardiff Castle on the right-hand side, and it is a stunning day. Beautiful, clear, and barely a breath of wind. The perfect day to go for a personal best. Should be a cracking race.
We're not only witnessing the biggest race in Wales, it's also the biggest multi-charity fundraising event in Wales, with over 800 charities represented, last year raising over £1 million. And when people are raising money for charity, they will go to all sorts of lengths to draw attention to themselves. We've been out meeting a few of those, adding a dash of colour to the race.
Oh, there's no purple rain here today.
I was going to say, are you looking for the purple rain?
Yes, not today, not today.
What sort of time are you hoping to put up?
Dressed like this, I guess 2.5 hours, I'd be happy with.
In tune for the Cardiff Half Marathon. Only men allowed. Hello boys, how are you? Like that, did you? Very good, very good, very good. I know you can sing, can you run?
Yeah, stagger the last bit, but run the first bit.
How are you feeling?
Nervous, a bit cold at the moment, but fingers crossed we make it all the way around.
Dan, what an atmosphere here in Cardiff.
Over 18,000 running, it's just brilliant. We're out of our comfort zone, but we might see it with the end.
Cheers lads, I hope you're on song today.
What are you thinking about this event, Batman?
Protect and serve, I think, and just look out for any bad guys.
Really good atmosphere, yeah, everyone seems really up for it.
You're going to set a PB today?
It's the first half marathon I've ever done, so whatever I do will be a PB.
Sinead Terry is a classically trained mezzo-soprano, and after inspiring everyone with the national anthem, she'll be getting on the roads.
You know, I'm not a natural runner, I'm not naturally sporty or athletic. I had to really push myself, but I'm so happy to be here today. It's just really exciting. The atmosphere is really good already.
What sort of time are you going for today?
I just want to get there. Anything under 4 hours would be great.
Well, there's no doubt this race has inspired many people already.
I lost 6.5 stone since January, so I've been training for this. So yeah, first time, and 6.5 stone like this, so can't fault it. So feeling good.
This year's race incorporates the Welsh National Championships. Organisers hope to bring the World Championships to Cardiff one day. They have a course capable of hosting it, and the elite field this year is stronger than ever.
Well, two great fields assembled for the male and female elite. John Kelly just putting the knees up. He's the Commonwealth Marathon champion. Kiptoo just on the left of shot there is the defending champion. Scott Overall on the right, the Olympic marathon runner. There is Kiptoo. Alongside him, John Cales. He's a 60-minute performer at his best, and Lasuda got the silver 1 year ago. The elite men on the right-hand funnel, and on the left-hand side, the elite women, two to watch out for Great Britain. Carol Jones, the homegrown heroine, a brilliant 10th place in the World Half Marathon Championships on a brutal course in Bulgaria, and Susan Partridge of Scotland. Well, Susan Partridge third from the right in the purple vest. And there's Carol Jones on the right-hand side, arguably the race favourite in the pink long-sleeve top.
I did the World Half Marathon out in Bulgaria, so the legs are still feeling that race a bit. But it's such a great place. It's such a great place to run in Cardiff, and I'd like to be part of it. So it's a fantastic opportunity to have a run out with 18,000 other runners. I'm really excited.
Carol Jones is running. Who's just back from an absolutely fantastic run in the World Half Marathon Championships last weekend. She came 10th and second European. So that's exciting for the Cardiff half that Carol's decided to come and run here. It would be nice. I think it would be quite exciting if there could be a bit of a battle, but we'll see.
The stage is set for a great morning's distance running.
Well, the sea of runners is ready to move off. The training is over. Everyone is in position, as is Rob Walker for the start.
So hold on to your hats for what could be two great elite races and a fantastic effort from 18,000 runners who will be inspired by the voice of Sinead Terry. What a rousing anthem, and what a way to get this world-class race underway. The elite men ready to go. The big countdown is on, and Colin Jackson, the double world champion, will get them on their way. The 10th anniversary edition of the Cardiff Half Marathon has begun. John Cales, the very early leader, fastest in the field on paper, but his best time was a few years ago. His sister, incidentally, goes in the elite women's race, so it's a family affair for those two. Susan Partridge running in the centre of your picture there, taking the early initiative in the women's race. Very, very early stages though. The women will have the advantage of pacemakers, of course, as the men and women run together, so some good club athletes for Partridge and the rest of the elite women to hang on to. And Sinead Terry has done the anthem, inspired the 18,000 runners, got off the podium and joined them. Good to see her smiling in the early stages. I think she's going to do a little better than 4 hours in her pre-race interview. That was her predicted time. But the finishing positions and times are irrelevant for most of the 18,000 competitors. £1 million expected to be raised for over 800 charities, as the runners snake over the River Taff and head out towards the Cardiff City Stadium. And still Colin Jackson inspiring all those yet to cross the start line.
It's a great thing for the city of Cardiff, really, to have something like this where people and athletes can go and tell the story of Cardiff. They certainly come and enjoy being here, and I think that's the important thing.
And the other special thing about this year is a lot of these runners have been inspired by what they saw at London 2012.
And that's even better for us. And perhaps one day soon we can encourage the likes of Mo Farah to come and compete in this type of distance in this race for him. I'm pretty sure he would enjoy the whole hospitality of Cardiff.
Well, there is no lack of enthusiasm in the first couple of miles, but they need to remember it's a long way round this course.
How's it going? It's going all right, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Nice first mile. I'll see you later on. You're too slow for me, mate.
Well, here's a first glimpse of the leading Europeans in the elite men's race. We've got 4 Kenyans out front, then 2 Ethiopians, followed by Dowie Griffiths of Wales in 7th place, with Scott Overall, the Olympic marathon runner, just behind him in 8th. Griffiths, a good performer, competed at the World Under-20 Cross-Country Championships as a 17-year-old, and remember, he's in the mix for the Welsh national title here. So an awful lot of pride at stake, but he knows Overall has the quality behind him. Those two locked in a duel on this most fabulous of days and occasions for Welsh distance running. The Cardiff Bay Barrage, around about the 5-mile point. Here's the defending champion, Edwin Kiptoo. Got a personal best earlier this year of 60.48. And I wonder if he's really going for it here, because in this early stage, we might expect to see Andrew Lasuda, who was second last year, running alongside Kiptoo. But they're very much spread out here in a 1, 2, 3, 4. There's John Cales just going round. And the early indications are that Edwin Kiptoo has really put down the marker. Perhaps he wants to have a crack at the Holy Grail, the sub-60-minute half marathon, which is an indication of truly world-class performing over 13.1 miles. But look at the cadence and look at how short the stride is from Kiptoo. Has he gone a little bit too hard, too early? An anxious glance over his shoulder, and I think Kiptoo may well rue the moment that he went hard right at the beginning. Well, while he and the rest of the elite men and women have the roads pretty much to themselves, back at Penarth Marina, they come round shoulder to shoulder, 10 miles to go. And these club runners and fundraisers are being cheered every step of the way in this glorious sunshine. Up ahead at the Millennium Centre, the lead women. And look at this from Susan Partridge, the Scottish woman, going very well indeed. She's being tracked by Adina Kwambai and Eunice Cales. But this is a very positive piece of front running from the Scottish woman, and no sign at the moment of Carol Jones. Pre-race favourite not up with Susan Partridge at the moment, but there is a long way to go. Not just for the elites, but for everyone. Great support here as the masses head over towards the Cardiff Bay Barrage, basking in the sunshine, but hopefully aware that they still have about 8 miles to go. A beautiful snaking course, and once they go over the barrage, they then start to head back towards the Norwegian Church and up Lloyd George Avenue, and there's plenty to look at and inspire as they make their way round the course. Over 30 nations represented here in the Welsh capital today. Very much a race for all.
Well, you're about halfway now.
Thank God.
How's it going?
Really good, yeah. First time ever. Never thought I'd get this far anyway.
Well, you see, you're about halfway now.
I know, it's really good.
How'd you feel?
All right, actually. I thought it'd be worse than this, but not too bad.
Looking relaxed. You're sounding relaxed.
Got music, that's why.
There's the magnificent Pierhead building in the foreground, unofficially known as the Big Ben of Wales.
What do you think about the atmosphere?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's keeping me going at the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, very much so.
Going well. Couldn't be going any better. Amazing atmosphere here, fair play, and lots of supporters, so it's going good.
No excuses for not making it to the finish with this much support out on the course here this morning in Cardiff. Now, up with the elite women, Carol Jones just struggling a little bit. You can see those shoulders are slightly hunched, perhaps feeling the effects of that great performance she had in Bulgaria. Susan Partridge, the leading elite woman, and you can see Kwambai and Cales in the background, and Partridge has got a gap. Also running very well indeed in the white vest just behind Susan Partridge is Martin Rees, aiming for a world record for 59-year-olds. Certainly going very well indeed at the moment. Unlike Edwin Kiptoo, the early leader, we said the stride was shortening, and Lasuda is almost on terms. They were first and second a year ago at the Cardiff Half Marathon. Will it be the other way round? Lasuda in the yellow trainers coming up onto Kiptoo's shoulder. And this will be a moment where Edwin Kiptoo has to dig a little bit deep. He responds initially, but surely the momentum now is with Andrew Lasuda. Cardiff delivering the setting and the drama once again.
Welcome back to the Lloyds TSB Cardiff Half Marathon. There are 18,000 runners out on the course. The pace at the front and the party a bit further back are both a level up from anything we've seen here before. There's a lot to catch up with, so let's rejoin your race commentator, Rob Walker.
Well, Susan Partridge of Scotland in the purple vest in the centre of your screen, having a fabulous race here on the streets of Cardiff, leading the elite women's race. A 2:34 marathon performer at her best. That was in London last year, so we know she has stamina. Confidence as well from a personal best at the Bath Half Marathon earlier this year. And she's left the two Kenyans trailing in her wake. This is Eunice Kales, looking a tiny bit laboured as she runs alongside the lake in Roath Park. Partridge going very well indeed. Could be on her way to a victory, as could this fella. Andrew Lasuda, hoping to upgrade second last year to first this time, and there is no sign of the early leader Edwin Kiptoo behind him. This is a great run from Lasuda, who's even got the confidence to wave at the supporters. In his mind, the victory is in the bag. Further back down the field, it's about getting round in a different kind of style. They're out on the streets longer, which means more time for the applause. And a little bit more sweat, depending on what costume you're wearing. Magnificent to see so many people out supporting this half marathon, and those at the finish are in line for a treat. Andrew Lasuda picking up the pace, maybe closing in on a new personal best, basking in the adulation and the sunshine and the shade here in Cardiff. And this is also going to be the fastest time ever recorded in Wales for a half marathon. Lasuda then is the worthy champion. What a performance.
You've broken the record here in Cardiff. What was it like out there? How fast was it?
It was a bit fast at the start. It was so fast. I like the course is so good. I love the crowd. The people are all over cheering me up. So that's very, 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 very nice to me. That makes me to run quick.
John Kales, the veteran, coming home ahead of a very tired Edwin Kiptoo, champion last year, settles for third this time round. And here's the leading European, Scott Overall, tracked Dowie Griffiths all the way. And in the last 100 metres, the Olympic marathon man showed his class. Good run by Griffiths, and he deserves the applause because he becomes the Welsh half marathon champion. Confirmation then of the top 10, a magnificent win and a course record for Andrew Lasuda. Kales takes second, Kiptoo settles for third this time. Overall, and Griffiths the best of the British. Well, what a day and what a race for Scotland's Susan Partridge. She's left the two Kenyans behind her, and she's on her way to a fantastic victory here in the Cardiff half. She takes the title and a personal best as well. No wonder she smiles. A well-deserved celebration. Timed her run beautifully, actually. The Kenyans went with her in the early stages, but they couldn't cope in the last few miles. And just as her brother took second in the elite men's race, Eunice Kales is runner-up here.
They got a tiny little gap in the first or second mile, and I thought, right, I've got to close this gap and stay with them. And I think, to be honest, that's probably where I won the race, is when I chose to make sure I didn't get detached again, and then it just we stayed together till about 8 miles to pull away.
So your first time at the Cardiff half, you've broken your PB. Will you come back?
I'd love to come back. I've really enjoyed it.
Big sprint to the line from the pre-race favourite Carol Jones. Great to see her competing here this weekend on tired legs, no doubt. Confirmation, Susan Partridge is the champion. Kales took second, Kwambai in third. Carol Jones is the Welsh champion. She finished in sixth. Well, one Swansea Harrier we're watching out for is Martin Rees, going for a world record for a 59-year-old, and he's done it, smashing the previous mark by 3 minutes. What an incredible run.
What an achievement.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Been training well. It's my first half marathon for 4.5 years, so I was hoping to get around to 73, 74 minutes, but I'm very pleased to run 72:12.
You haven't broken a record, you've smashed it.
Yeah, I've done my best anyway.
Well, he's not the only Welsh world record holder in attendance here today.
Legendary Welsh marathon runner Steve Jones is here. Steve, what's it like? It's great to see you. Seeing all these people running in your sport, 18,000 of them.
This kind of stuff inspires you, you know. Hopefully it inspires some of the spectators out on the course so they'll want to come next year and make a bigger event and a bigger race of it. This race is going to become a landmark in Wales in terms of competition and races throughout the year, and it's going to be one of the best races in the country eventually.
Well, hard to believe it was way back when in 1985 in Chicago when Steve Jones ran 2:07.13, a world record then and still the British record now. So the elite races have finished, but there are still many out on the course. Let's join Nigel in Roath Park.
So the last time we saw them, they were at around the 6-mile mark, and they were pretty chirpy. Right now, we're at the 10-mile mark. Let's see if the chirp's still there. How do you feel?
I feel tired. I'm not gonna lie.
Great support still out on the streets of Cardiff.
Keep it steady. Through the rubbish to England. That's it. Hey, run the bin. Up going away.
Well, if he ran in a straight line, he could take minutes off his best time. Doing the Mobot, though, in style. Come on, you can do it.
What's it going to feel like when you cross the line?
Relief. Yeah, relief. Massive relief. Scores it,
You're nearly there. You're in the home straight. What's it going to feel like when you cross that line?
I can't wait. Can't wait.
How was it?
Hot, very hot. They got sweated half my body weight out now, so amazing support all the way around, so it's really good.
Was that fun?
Brilliant. Best time of my life.
Well, only men allowed. Well done. Many congratulations. Have you got enough energy for a quick song?
Give it a go.
Go on. Go on. Good stuff.
Goniant byth am drefn y camod ar glanhad, derbaniad Iesu fel yr wyf a chanaf am y gwaith.
Well, we've been treated to the very best of Welsh singing, Welsh weather and spirit. This is definitely a race with a growing reputation.
With a great running of the new course, the Cardiff Half Marathon has provided a first-class show for 2012. Jaw-dropping times at the front, some pretty jaw-dropping costumes at the back. It really has been a festival of running. Congratulations to all those who picked up a medal. We'll see you next year. Bye for now.